Welcome back to CAMI's recipe series inspired by Grandma's Kitchen. I'm Charles Taker, and today we're going to be making cranberry jam, a recipe that was given to us by Benita Clark. So it's very, very simple. It's a recipe that has 2 ingredients. So basically, we have 5 cups of cranberries. Now, the thing is, you can use either fresh cranberries or frozen cranberries. And in the Magdalen Islands, cranberries are plentiful in the fall of the year, so you can always go pick your own and freeze them. So I have 2 bags here, and I'm going to add to the 3 that are already in the bowl. And so we've emptied them into a bowl. So there are 5 cups of cranberries here that we're going to be putting into our pot. Let's just... And to that, we're going to add, now it depends on whether or not you have frozen or fresh cranberries. These ones were frozen, picked in the Magdalen Islands. And so because they're frozen, we're only going to add a couple of tablespoons of water. But had they been fresh cranberries, we're going to add a cup of water. So first we're going to add a cup of sugar. Mix that all together into our pot. And so add 2 tablespoons of water. So we've mixed in the water and the sugar into the berries, and now we're just going to take it over to the stove, and we're going to bring it to a boil on medium heat. And then once it starts to come to a boil, you're going to turn it down to simmer for about an hour. Now you have to watch it because you don't want it to burn, but the thing is, you don't want it to disturb it too much. So I would recommend maybe just stirring it maybe 3 or so times during that hour, but just be careful and watch that it doesn't burn. So we're going to take it to the stove. So while the berries are cooking and coming to a boil, just to give you maybe some ideas what you could also do. Sometimes instead of the water, people substitute orange juice or maybe a bit of orange zest. You could also put in a pinch of cinnamon. I don't tend to do it, but some people do, and it does change the flavor ever so slightly and gives it a different taste. Cranberries will last in the fridge for about 3 weeks, and you can also freeze them for about 6 or 8 months. We've let the jam cool for about a half hour just to make sure that it's had a chance to thicken a bit, but it's perfect consistency. It smells delicious. So we're just going to put it in the jars. Now, these jars will have been pre-sterilized before you put the jam in. Cranberry jam can be used for a condiment for turkey dinner, for example. Some might want to serve it on toast. Others can put it on a bit of cheese. Whatever you like to use it for, cranberry jam is excellent for many purposes. But it also goes to show that it's very easy to make. It doesn't take a lot of resources. You can even pick your own berries if you want. So cooking doesn't have to be complicated or expensive, but it's all good to eat. If you're going to be preserving this for a longer period of time, obviously you're going to want to have pre-sterilized bottles and put them in a water bath. But if not, you can keep this jam in the fridge, as I said earlier, for about 3 weeks. Thank you to Benita Clark for this wonderful recipe. Remember, cooking doesn't need to be complicated or expensive. You can watch the other videos in this series or visit the CAMI website for more information about their local programs. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next time.